I'm going to teach you commercial application. As you know, commerce is a subject. Nowadays, whole world has been, commercial world has been computerized. And you have got two options, computer application and commercial application. What is the meaning of optional subject? You have selected as per your choice, so you should give your best. It is the choice of your, it is your choice and you should try best for the subject. What is the first chapter? Introduction to commercial organization. What is the meaning of organization? A group of people come together for the common objective. It is a voluntary association of two or more than two persons for common objective. Like we are in the organization of commercial application. Our purpose is same. Same means to learn commercial application, or my purpose is to teach you commercial application. So this is what we will start with. Organization. What is organization? I am repeating once again. Organization means a group of people working together for a common objective. The purpose can be to earn money, or purpose can be self-satisfaction, well-being of society and welfare of society, or serving humanity. So this is what organization can be. Purpose can be commercial also, and purpose can be self-satisfaction through the serving society. On the basis of this, you can divide the organization into two parts: commercial organization and non-commercial organization. Now you know that any work we do for the purpose of earning money or acquiring wealth, it is called commercial organization. And when organization work for the welfare of society, that is termed as non-commercial organization. Take the example, during the COVID-19 crisis, there was community kitchen where they have cooked meal for large number of people, but their purpose is not to earn money. Their purpose is to serve the society during that pandemic, and that's why it is a non-commercial organization. Before I move to the topic, let us understand what is economic activity and what is non-economic activity. Any activity which is done for the money, that is called economic, and any activity which is done for the self-satisfaction, that is non-economic activity. I can explain you this through the example. Suppose your mummy cook food for the family. It is a non-economic activity. She does not charge any money, or she does not expect anything in consideration. But when maid comes, she cook the same food, but she charge money, then it is considered as non-economic activity. Same way, let us take the second example. We purchase flour to offer or to worship God in the temple. That is a non-economic activity. We have purchased that flour, or we have purchased. Economic activities can be classified into three groups, that is profession, business and employment. What is profession? For the profession, economic activities are carried on, but it needs knowledge of a particular branch of subject. That can be like for teacher, for doctor, for lawyer. They also carry on the economic activity, but they carry down the economic activity, but they need knowledge of a particular subject. When we talk about business, business is a buying and selling of goods and services. It consists all the activities which are involved in production and distribution of goods and services. When we talk about the employment, in the employment, people work under someone, but at the same time, but they don't have right to take decision. They do not do their own work of their own choice. They get the instruction from other, and in turn they used to get salary. That is their money consideration, that whatever work they do, for that, in that return they used to get money, that is termed as a salary. So this is what our different activities of economic activities that can be, once again I can repeat you, it can be classified into three categories: profession, business and employment. Profession, the activity which are carried on, or the economic activity which are carried on with the, but they need knowledge of a particular subject. Same way business, buying and selling of goods and services. It consists of all the activities from production to distribution of goods and services. And the third one is the employment, which are work under the employee. This is what the, which especially work for the consideration of money, which is known as salary. Difference between economic activity and non-economic activity already I have explained. So let us move towards our this business can be classified into three groups: industry, commerce and trade. But basically business can be classified into two groups: industry and commerce. And the commerce can be again classified into trades and aids to trade. What is industry? Industry generally are the center where the goods are manufactured. Now in the previous time, industry only used to consider manufacturing, that is converting raw material into finished goods. But now this concept has been widened. Everything which is produced is considered as industry. Whether we are taking the crops from the surface of the earth or from the soil, whether we are extracting mineral from the below the surface of the earth, whether we are going for the fishing, all come under the industry. So when we produce for the purpose of sale, it is considered as industry. And when we talk about commerce, commerce includes all the activities which help in trade. So it can be banking, it can be insurance, it can be warehousing, it can be transport. It used to facilitate uninterrupted flow of goods and services. Suppose the goods has to be sold from Jaunpur to Shahganj. What is the first thing we need to send the goods from Jaunpur to Shahganj? The first thing is required is the transport. It removes the hindrance of place. Second thing which is required is the trade. Trade means there should be someone who are indulged in themselves, who make themselves available for buying and selling of goods and services. So first is the trade, another one is transport, third one is when you produce in bulk and sell in bulk, we need to keep the goods safely, and for that we require warehousing. Then we have insurance. What is insurance? Goods may, there is no business if there is no risk. No risk, no gain. For business, it is very important all your goods should be covered against risk, and that is done by insurance. Insurance does not give you profit. It compensates the loss. Suppose you have carrying the goods of 50,000 rupees to Shahganj and 25,000 rupees damage on the way. So you are not going to get 50,000. You will get only the compensation of 25,000. As the next thing, the most important thing which is required in business is money. Money is the lifeline of the business, and that problem can be easily solved by the banking. Banking provide loan. And last one is the advertising. Unless and until your goods are familiar with the people in the community, in the society, goods will be not sold out in the market. And for that, it is very, very important that goods should be advertised, and this advertising is a most important part of the business or commerce because it removes the hindrance of knowledge.